So welcome to another video, and today I'm in a place called Startforth, or Startforth, not sure how you say it actually. Some lovely cottages down here, very nice indeed. I was thinking these cottages remind me of North Yorkshire, and then when I was reading up on something earlier this morning, apparently Startforth was in the North Riding of Yorkshire up until 1974 before it turned into County Durham. Look at that, Low Startforth Hall East. This is your chance. You know you want to. And for context, we are just over the road, quite literally, and a stone's throw as well, to Barnard Castle. There is the castle of Barnard Castle, and this is quite a wondrous view, I think. Big old house being constructed here with either another house or an outhouse to that, and that's going to look over to the castle, which is quite nice, I suppose. So we're just at the bottom of Startforth, if you like, and wandering with Barnard Castle to the right, and this wonderful bridge here. We'll get a better view in a minute, but in fact here it is. Look at this. That's the bridge that crosses the River Tees and goes from Startforth into Barnard Castle and vice versa. And that is marvellous, isn't it? It really is though. Busy old road, but look at that, the castle again and the river. So what I just showed you there is the remaining wheels from the machine used to control the mill race. A mill race is the channel along which water runs from its source to the mill's water wheel. At Ullathorne's, thread was produced from flax. The flax was imported from Belgium, Ireland, France and Russia. The flax stalks would have been put through the rollers to break off the shives or bark. The inner flax fibre would then be combed. The yarn was then put through a wheel frame and spun onto bobbins. The thread was sold to shoemakers throughout the world. That is something else, that. Look at that. I don't properly understand what that was all about, but it's a different world, isn't it? Back then, you could produce a thing like that. So, some more information about that mill that I talked about just now. So this is the site of Ullathorne's mill. The mill was built in 1798 and carried on work until 1930. It was used by the army, then purchased for industrial use before finally being demolished in 1975. The mill produced shoe mercery, laces for boots and shoes, rope and twine by spinning flax, and supplied tools and materials for shoe and saddle makers. The products were sold around the world. I mean, I can't really believe that that mill was here. Now, one thing you may know or may not know, that this village houses 500 or up to 500 prisoners at HMP YOI Deerbolt. And we're going to have a look at that prison now. If I get my breath back, I'm so unfit. As you rise up the village, there's a lot of new housing to the right from where I'm coming up from, and you know, it's not too bad, but I wouldn't choose to live in one myself, really. So here we are, His Majesty's Young Offenders Institute, Deerbolt. Down there, let's go and take a look. Whoa, look at this. Get right close to the walls though. I don't suppose there's only restrictions in walking around here. It's a public footpath. Let's go and walk around the perimeter if we can then. So you can bring your children up for a little play out next to the clink. Not sure whether I would or not, to be honest. Maybe not. So it's a Category C prison, opened in 1973. There's been a number of things that have happened here as well. In 1999 there was 4 escapees. In the year 2000 it was deemed as being dangerously overcrowded. In 2005 there was a major disturbance and a lot of damage caused. 2007 there was a 5-hour riot where prisoners had taken over. In 2020 and the prison guards lost control of one of the wings of the prison and some prison officers got hurt, so it's had its history, sure has. Okay, so it veers off to the right down there, away from the path, so I'll keep away from that, I think, to be honest, and we'll go around and see if we can see the front entrance. So how would you feel if you bought a house that was opposite a prison? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's the most secure area of Startforth. But it'd be a bit foreboding, I guess, living opposite a prison. Not sure whether I'd like to live opposite one myself, but there you go. There's the front entrance then, the front entrance building. And obviously the walls that I showed you go all the way around. I won't go any further than that, you know, probably incur someone's wrath. Well, this is it, Deerbolt Prison in Startforth near Barnard Castle, County Durham. And look at this blue bridge that crosses from Startforth over this way, obviously, to where them sort of mill-looking buildings are there. That's Barnard Castle. That's a lovely view. So this is just coming off from Baldrum Lane in the village, and look at that. Nice. And look at the view. So can we get a better view if we go to this wall and have a look over? There we go, looking out onto Barnard Castle. Some lovely houses on here, going down the hill. And here, sort of gated entrance goes up to this big house up there. Blimey, look at this one. And the red house is quite nice as well. I do like that one, actually. Here it is, the Holy Trinity Church. That is wonderful, look at that. And I tell you what, it's fantastic weather today. Very nice indeed. Here we are inside the church. It's really, really tranquil. It's cool as well. Nice and cool. Contrast to the outside sun. Sorry about the sun, you really can't get the perspective from here particularly, but it is quite wonderful. Oh, there we go, it's a bit better. It's another sort of church-like building or a old primary school, and it can't be because the entrance here is quite church-like. 1877 it says. Look at this. Oh, Morat Memorial Schools. Right, well, this has been Startforth. It's a really nice place at the top here. It is quite spectacular. Some of the houses up here are absolutely beautiful. Down at the bottom as well, there are some nice houses. You've got some new builds as well, which I'm not too keen on. And facilities wise, you'd have to go to Barnard Castle, which is only a stone's throw, to be honest, as I've said. And there's plenty of shops and pubs and things like that there, plus transport links. There are a lot of other facilities in Startforth, but they're in the prison, so you're going to have to commit a crime to access those. Generally though, I'm going to give it probably probably 8 out of 10 actually. And yeah, I could live here. Looking out towards there again, yeah, I could. See ya.